Liam Jacobs is at it again, ladies and gentlemen. This time he's targeting swimming South Africa, and I cannot wait to get into this clip with you guys. So let's get into it.
My wife, she get here.
Did I hear that correctly? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Newsflash. I'm your host, Emilio. Thanks for tuning in. Now, with Liam Jacobs, ladies and gentlemen, you might be thinking, this is getting a bit weird, Joe, like you are showing a lot of his clips. I can't help it. The guy's on fire. And also, you guys are now sending me these clips. So I have to react to them. I just have to. So here we go. Let's look at what Liam uncovered with swimming South Africa.
Another thing that I wanted to touch on is you said Lusaka, Angola. That was in your presentation. Your presentation said that Lusaka is in Angola. Lusaka is the capital of Zambia and Luanda is the capital of Angola. Where did you send swimmers to? Angola. Was it Luanda? Okay, so you didn't send them to
Senior Africa Championship.
You didn't send them to a country and a city that doesn't exist.
Wakanda forever.
The reason I'm saying this is because your presentation contains that flaw. Now you think it's a small flaw until you say that you have no legal battles in your presentation. Your presentation says that we don't have legal fights and squabbles with anybody. But you are having a fight with water polo at this very moment, water polo South Africa, because they are running, as you say, a renegade and rogue organization, as you say, right? Under the auspices of swimming in South Africa because you say it's profitable. So I want to know, how much is this costing you? How much is the legal fees regarding all of this costing you to go to so-called war with water polo? And how much are you spending? Because if we understand the proportion of how much you are spending for legal fees against water polo, and we are understanding the proportion of how much you are spending to send swimmers overseas, we are then understanding how much you are spending to develop swimmers in South Africa. So that is something that I want you to answer to, is how much you are spending on legal fees, and I want a number as to what the proportion is on which you are spending to send athletes overseas so that we can figure out how much you are spending for development.
Fair question. Okay, I just want to interrupt for one quick second because I have an important announcement. I've been nominated as a finalist in the Free SA Young Leaders Awards under the media category. If you've been enjoying what I'm doing here on Newsflash, then please do me a solid. Go vote for me. Just click the first link in the description or the pinned comment. Every vote helps. Let's make this happen.
Just want to correct what you're saying is that water polo is part of Swimming South Africa. That Swimming South Africa is the national federation for the sport. If members bring the sport into disrepute, then we have to address that.
Okay.
You're 100% right. We are in a legal battle, which it's not for us, not a war.
So your presentation is not clear about whether there's a legal battle or not.
No, we didn't say that. We said the question was, how much did we spend thus far? That was the question. And I've responded to that. It's 211 rand. Okay. The matter with water polo is not a concluded matter, so we can't give you a definitive what the cost would be.
No, boss, you
That's
spent
convenient.
211,000 at this point.
With concluded matters. Okay. This matter has just started, and we haven't received the bill. Okay, but the effect of the matter is here. Remember, we have people sitting within our organization, bringing the organization into disrepute. We have to. The constitution of the federation demands that we address that, because tomorrow somebody is going to do that in another discipline, and we have to address it because the constitution demands and our members demand of us to do that. We cannot afford to have members sitting in the federation and want to form a separate executive board. We are the elected representatives, and the integrity of the organization is paramount.
Do you fund autistic swimmers to go overseas? Can that be on record, please?
Yes.
Okay. Did you fund autistic swimmers to go to Doha in Qatar? Yes. Okay. Now, the reason I'm asking that is because on that camera there and that camera there that you've just been monitored on, you are saying this in one of the highest platforms in the country, and you are actually speaking under oath here. Right? Acknowledge that.
Acknowledge me!
Acknowledge that, because while we were speaking, I was sitting on the YouTube live, and I was also getting questions from athletes in swimmers who confirmed that they fund themselves. That many of them have to pay their own 30,000, 40,000, 70,000 rand to go to these tournaments themselves. that on the YouTube, they said they are lying when they say they are funding us. They are not funding us. We are funding ourselves. I've gotten notice that three of your disciplines are busy having legal disputes with you. That three of your disciplines are busy fighting with you at this moment. And that water polo has already tried to request an AGM, but in August last year, and Swimming South Africa did not allow it on an agenda. So when you come here and you present these sanitized facts and these sanitized reports, it is not divorced from the fact that we have immediate contact to the people outside. And Chairperson, I'm pleading with you that as a committee, that we take a resolution that formally acknowledges each and every input of the members of the portfolio committee, because these are valid inputs and these are questions that demand answers, so that the South Africans, so that the swimmers, so that the future of South African swimming, that the future of aquatic sport in South Africa is safeguarded and protected for the hundreds of swimmers and parents of swimmers that are watching, and the parents of swimmers that are sitting in this room. Thank you.
Well, I think that this brings to light some interesting things once again about some of the corporations or entities out there in South Africa. These entities that are supposed to promote sports in South Africa, right? Like Swimming South Africa is supposed to promote swimmers, and if a swimmer needs, I don't know, one of those diving caps, or needs goggles, or training, or maybe there's an Olympic pool that needs to be built, that's where the money and the budget is supposed to go to. But as we can see here, once again, lots of dodgy things being said. They didn't even know the right country or the right city or the right capital. They took them to Lusaka, which is in Angola. No, it's not. It's the capital of Zambia. And saying that you're not embroiled in legal battles, and yet you are, is a blatant lie. And again, semantics. Oh, we're not involved with anyone outside our organization in legal battles, but internally you are. That's just semantics. And again, a lot of that money going towards legal fees instead of maybe going towards an Olympic pool to be built in a rural area where maybe more swimmers could be trained. And then lying about funding artistic swimmers to go overseas. There's definitely something rotten in the state of Denmark. But thank you guys for sending over this video. I really do hope Liam will keep up the pressure, and it's very entertaining to see a lot of these clips coming to light and putting a spotlight on the corruption and just incompetence of what is going on with these various organizations. If you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this content, please consider becoming a member to this channel. It goes a long way to supporting me and helping me to produce content for you guys. If you can't become a member, that's okay. Consider giving a super thanks, or Sasa thanks as we call them on this channel. And don't forget to comment in the comment section below. What do you think about this clip? Do you think Jacobs is doing the Lord's work, or do you disagree with Jacobs? And let me know if you're a swimmer. Is what Jacobs said true? While you're down there, leave a like on this video, share it far and wide, subscribe to the channel. I've got more content coming your way. And with all that being said, thanks for watching. Your Newsflash is in.